Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. This is the point in the season where coaches admonish and encourage their teams to finish strong. Week 13 here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. And here comes the junior running back. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Mountaineers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Lucky to get it off.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. 2nd and long here. just feeds the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in the Nepean, Ontario in weather like this. And there was nothing we could do. You just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these monster special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Lewis. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Gulitowski. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got a man. It's Sanchez. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Lewis. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Driven back.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. As we check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. During that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Setting up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Gulitowski. Oh, pressure's coming. He sacked this defense all over it. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and it's a sack. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. Rams him with the stiff arm. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. That quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Gulitowski. Got it. Turning it on. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside off...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Gulitowski. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I did speak with the Mountaineers head coach at halftime. Their quarterback has to be better. The turnovers in the first half are the story of the game. The quarterback is struggling, and they believe that he can get it together and be more protected, protect the ball, and not put his wide receivers in jeopardy. They did run the ball well in the first half. We'll see if they rely more on the ground game so the quarterback can gain his composure. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's James. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Moves the pocket. It's Gulitowski. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Runs through the tackle. Long way to go on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Dropping back, it's Ulatowski. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's James. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. From the red zone, it's Lewis. Just smothered on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back.
He's going for the goal line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, down on the Appalachian sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
to the big fella. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gulitowski. Right side, it's Lewis. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Quick give, it's Roberts.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd and long here. The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Villa. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Bought a little time, lets it go. What a grab with one hand. And the Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Drag down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Gulitowski. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of...
There he goes! The 40, the 30, he's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Coming out with it, it's Webb. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. Looking downfield, it's Gubatowski. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Under pressure. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.